Rush, or not Rush, sorry, Queen doing I Want It All. Going to be doing Rush on the way out. And I didn't write down the songs again. Good job, Dan. Oh, actually, I do have them. Good, good. Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there is doing well. I'm obviously a little scattered. Just got done with work, kind of peeled in here immediately after, was sort of working on some of this while I was waiting on calls and finishing up stuff. So anyways, this was inspired by actually two different people today. Asking questions about letting go and concepts around the letting go. And so letting go is a big deal. It's something that I am very fond of, and it's different in a lot of cases, different why you might want to do it, why it benefits you. I'm going to cover it from a specific angle. Now, for those of you that are really interested in letting go, I've literally done a number of videos on it. I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos. And they kind of are a little different. They sort of cover it from a few different topics. And this one is kind of the same way. A lot of people, when they think of letting go, they think of letting go means I'm telling the universe I no longer want it. And that's not really necessarily what you're saying. I've said it many, many times that manifesting is about intention. And if you still want the person, that's great, fine, and dandy. It doesn't matter. That can still be your intention. I can still desire to have them. Letting go, amongst many different things, can also be stopping the effort, stopping the constant feeling like you have to manage this process, constantly feeling like if I'm not doing the efforts, if I'm not doing the work, if I'm not doing the techniques, then it's never going to happen. I've said numerous times, I'll say numerous times, I'll continue to say, and I'll say it right now, it's intention. The universe gets it. It gets that this is what you want. This is what you'd like to experience. It understands that you're not going to be able to spend every second of every day doing that, nor should you, nor do you need to, nor is it necessary, nor is it really helpful. A lot of these techniques are truly meant, here's the secret. Boy, I'm not selling any books, thank God. Here's the secret. These techniques are meant to basically get you thinking and feeling in a specific way. When you do that and you feel like in your own mind, oh, this works because it's worked for other people, then you tend to believe it and then you tend to question it less. When you do that, you tend to have success manifesting. So was it their technique, or was it the fact that you believed that their technique was proper and thusly didn't question it? Now, I know a lot of people question these things, and that's a big part of this whole issue. We question it, we question it, we question it, we get frustrated. I'm doing all the work, I'm doing all these techniques, I'm imagining from, I'm living as if, I'm in the end, I don't know, all the birds before land, and I'm pushed out in a positive way. I don't know, I'm trying to think of all the cliche things I can think of right now. You know, you're doing them all. Yeah, I'm still frustrated. Of course, yeah, I get it. Been there. A lot of us have. A lot of us have. And sometimes through that, you get to a point where you're just like, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired of all this effort. I'm tired of all this work. I'm tired of trying and giving a crap when obviously no one else does. So you stop trying. Universe doesn't go, you're done. I got you, sucker. I was just waiting. I was waiting for you to give up, you little weakling. No. Universe doesn't do that. Universe loves you. Universe wants to see you succeed, but is letting you decide by your thoughts, words, and deeds and beliefs what you're actually going to create. So when we have these times where we question it and we throw up our hands and we say, screw it, I'm letting go. Letting go is not telling the universe, hey, I don't want this anymore. Letting go is kind of more like stopping asking the universe, are we there yet? Does that make sense? Like, you know how when you travel, and the standard cliche is you got a child in the back, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Well, I'll tell you when we get close. All right, 5 minutes later, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And, you know, pretty soon you're about ready to crawl through the ceiling of the car and, you know, escape. So what this really does when you let go is it frees you consciously, for sure, because now you're like trying not to do things. It frees you from the noise that you typically add to this process, by the way, which will be very helpful in you identifying the places where you keep lifting the handbrake. So when you let go and you realize all the different places where you would have caught yourself having conversation, well, it's okay, things are good, I don't know if it's working, I just don't know why he's not texting me. Like all the little places where they keep popping up into your mind. And now because you're letting go, you're like, dude, I'm letting go, I'm done. That's your answer rather than the dialogue that would have normally have happened. So you start to see all those places where you were kind of sabotaging yourself. Because again, how we're feeling, when we start to entertain conversations or thoughts or ideas in our mind, and we entertain them further, and we walk them down further, and we start to feel a certain way, now we're impacting our law of attraction. The second you start to feel a certain way, you're impacting the way things work out. And I've talked about thought transmissions. When you are thinking of someone, you're sending that energy out. So obviously that's like, oh, that's not good either if you're kind of in a bad place. So letting go isn't like, I give up, I'm done, I don't want you. No, you can want them, you can not want them. It doesn't matter. That's not the point of letting go. In a lot of cases, I mean, there is the aspect of, all right, and I've done this numerous times too. There's the whole, I've thought of it, I've imagined it, I know it's coming, boom, done, and I'm not going to worry about it again because in my mind it's something minor. It doesn't matter, and I know it's going to happen, so whatever. That is technically letting go also. The letting go I'm referring to is the one that's more of a, I'm tired. That is the one where there's a benefit. There's a huge benefit to letting go. You will be amazed at the things that will happen during the time that you let go. I've said frequently, 1 week is not very long, yet seems to be, generally speaking, long enough to at least get some of the experiences that I'm talking about and some of the things that kind of indicate what I'm referring to. Some of the magic, in my opinion, of what I think is powerful about the letting go process. So many of us get caught up on the, it's not happened yet, it's not happened yet, it's not happened yet, it's not happened yet. I need to figure out a way to stop focusing on how it's not happened. So I need to come up with a way that I can focus on how it's not happened, right? So if I can come up with a way where I can focus on how it's not happened, then I'll make it not happen. All right, so I'm focusing right now on how it's totally happened because I'm thinking it's not happened, so I want to say it's happened. So I keep imagining it's happening because I know it's not happened, so I'm imagining it's happened. You understand that all these sponsoring thoughts are all about lack, limitation, how I don't have it. All of them. Every one of them. So all the exercises you do, all the techniques you do, if the sponsoring thought that's causing you to do them is one of lack and limitation, you're not really doing anything. It's like being in a car in a muddy field and you punch the accelerator and you just start spinning your tires. That's really all you're doing. You're just spinning your tires. You're doing all this wonderful work, but you've got no traction because you got no belief. You got no understanding that, you really have a limitation that's imposed on yourself. And that's what's holding you back, or that's where you're kind of having a hard time, whatever the case might be. In all of our situations, they're a little different, but they're similar in many ways too. A lot of it just comes down to that energy we're putting out, the way we're feeling about it. So again, to reiterate finally and fully for the last part is, you're not telling the universe, I don't want them, I don't love them, I don't care about them. You're not telling the universe anything. And it's funny, so many people freak out about the letting go thing and like, well, I've done all this effort, but the universe then's going to say, you blinked, done, sucker. It's not waiting for you to do that. It's fine. All right, take a vacation for a week. Come back to us. See what you think. You've already done a lot of work. You've already got a lot of things in motion. And they'll continue in motion, believe it or not, even during the week that you're not worried about it. And in fact, spoiler alert, you may get a little indication that things are moving along better than you realized when you let go because you're not in your way, because you stop getting in your way. Let go. I dare you. Let go. Stop it. Don't care. Universe will be fine with it. Promise. I swear. You'll be okay. 1 week. Don't care. Don't do any techniques. Don't try. Try to think of them as little as possible. If you do, great. That's fine. Just be like, I'm letting go, whatever. Love them. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. You don't need to do anything weird. You don't need to hate them or anything strange like that. No. Continue loving them. Just let go. Like, I don't care if it ever happens. I don't care. Whatever is, I know some circles hate this phrase, but I'm going to say it anyway. Whatever's meant to be is meant to be. Just let it go. Just let it go. It feels good to say, though, sometimes. So whether it's right or wrong, you know, again, I think it's intention. I always say it's intention. I think it's what matters more. What is your intention behind why you're saying it? But whatever's meant to be is meant to be. Whatever the hell. Just give me a break. I'm tired. I need a vacation. Need time off. And I think most people, and I hear it frequently, myself included, have come to conclusions where it's like, wow, I'm impressed with what showed itself. I'm impressed with the level of clarity that began to happen. I was impressed with the way I was able to suddenly start to see things from a different perspective because I wasn't so focused on where I wanted it to go. So many of us are trying to control where it's wanted to go. Laser focus it there. Right there. But maybe it needs to go over there. That's close. It's still going to get you there. You're going to turn. Just relax. Relax. Calmate, as they say in Espanol. Relax. It's okay. You're getting there. May not be straight line. I know. Quickest way to any point's a straight line, or technically folding the paper together. But anyway, straight line. Sometimes we're curvy. Yeah, we're a little curvy in our lives. A little bit of an S curve for you drivers out there. A little bit of a love curve for the romantics. I don't know what a love curve is, but it sounded good. Like the arc of a Cupid's arrow. Maybe that's it. Right? Woo. Love curve. Love curve number 9. No, not even close. Anyway, so hopefully this makes a difference. I don't know. These are bad jokes. This is why I'm not going to be a stand-up. I did my stand-up, by the way, for all of you that have gotten this far into the video. And it went well. It went well. I don't think I'll ever post it. Maybe parts of it on this thing, but doubtful I'll ever post it. It was good. There's like 60 people there, but embarrassing and not something that, one of those. It's one of those things. Anyway, stop distracting me. It's your fault. I'm going to go out with a great song by Rush. The song is called Time Stand Still. It's right here on Dan Radio Style.